The judge granted my ex everything, and I smiled. My lawyer looked at me like I'd lost my mind. My mother was crying in the back row. Even the judge seemed confused by my reaction. But I just sat there grinning as my ex-husband Victor pumped his fist in victory. He got the house, he got the business, he got both cars and the vacation property. He got the boat and the investment accounts and everything he demanded for the past 18 months of bitter litigation. I walked out of that courtroom with nothing but my clothes and my freedom. Victor caught up to me in the parking lot with that smug grin plastered across his face. How does it feel to lose everything? I turned and looked at him, really looked at him. The man I'd spent 12 years building a life with. The man who cheated on me with his secretary for 3 of those years. The man who told our kids I was the reason our family fell apart. Ask me again in 6 months, I said calmly. Then I got into my sister's car and drove away. See, Victor thought he was a brilliant businessman. He thought the construction company we built together was thriving because of his leadership. He had no idea I'd been holding everything together with duct tape and prayers for the past 4 years. He didn't know about the lawsuit from the subcontractor he'd hired without proper vetting. He didn't know about the tax problems from the creative accounting his golf buddy had been doing. He didn't know that 3 of our biggest clients were about to pull their contracts because of delays he'd caused by spending more time with his mistress than on job sites. I knew all of it. I'd been handling the actual operations while he played CEO. When I found out about the affair, I stopped fixing his mistakes. I let the problems pile up while documenting everything for my own protection. Victor wanted the company so badly he fought tooth and nail for it. His lawyers painted me as a gold digger trying to steal what he built. The judge believed him because Victor was charming, and I was the quiet wife who supposedly contributed nothing. 3 weeks after the divorce was finalized, the subcontractor lawsuit went to trial. Victor lost. The judgment was $400,000. He called me screaming, asking why I hadn't warned him. I told him I wasn't his employee anymore. 2 months later, the IRS sent their audit notice. Victor's golf buddy had been skimming money and hiding it poorly. The back taxes and penalties totaled over $600,000. Victor called me again, this time crying. I let it go to voicemail. The house he'd fought so hard to keep started falling apart that winter. The foundation issues I'd been begging him to address for years finally cracked wide open. The repair estimate was $200,000. He couldn't sell it without fixing it first, and he couldn't afford to fix it. The vacation property had similar problems. The boat needed an engine replacement that cost more than the boat was worth. The investment accounts had been gutted by fees from a financial advisor Victor insisted on using despite my objections. One by one, every single asset he'd won turned into a liability. Every victory became an anchor dragging him deeper underwater. Meanwhile, I was living in a small apartment, working as an office manager for a company that actually appreciated me. I wasn't rich, but I wasn't drowning either. I slept peacefully for the first time in years. 6 months after the divorce, Victor declared bankruptcy. He lost everything anyway. The house went to the bank. The company was dissolved. The cars were repossessed. He moved into his mother's basement at 47 years old. His mistress left him the moment the money disappeared. Our kids, who were 18 and 20 by then, finally learned the truth about why I'd seemed so calm during the divorce. They'd been angry at me for not fighting harder. Now they understood I'd been fighting the smartest war possible. My daughter called me the day after Victor's bankruptcy was announced. Mom, did you know this would happen? I thought about lying. I thought about pretending it was all coincidence, but I was done pretending. I knew everything, I said quietly. I let him win because winning was the worst thing that could happen to him. She was silent for a long moment. That's kind of terrifying. Your father spent 3 years lying to my face while I built his business and raised his children. He deserved every single consequence. Last month, Victor reached out asking if I could help him get back on his feet. He said he finally understood what I'd contributed to our partnership. He said he was sorry. I read his message 3 times. Then I smiled and deleted it without responding. Some people thought I was cruel for letting him walk into disaster, but I didn't create those problems. I just stopped cleaning up his messes. The judge granted him everything, and everything was exactly what he deserved.